Hey everyone, so today I want to tell you guys a true story about myself and my son. Hopefully I don't get too emotional, but I just want to give you some insight into why it is that I now advocate for families with children with disabilities. So at about 3.5 years old, my son was diagnosed with autism. He also had a severe language impairment. So anyway, fast forward to around 4th grade, I noticed that something else was wrong. Yes, I understood the autism. Yes, I understood the language impairment, but I felt in my heart that something was wrong. So over the course of like 6 years, I had the school district evaluate him twice. And all of the evaluations were consistent. So, I believed in my colleagues that I worked with, very smart people. So by the time my son got to high school, he was still struggling in this one particular area that we just seemed like he just would not make progress in this one particular area. After being beyond frustrated at this point, I asked the school district to provide me with an independent educational evaluation at public expense. That evaluation was granted and a neuropsych was done on my son. He came back and identified my son with learning disability. My son had a specific learning disability all this time, and it was never identified. The psychologist who did the independent educational evaluation told me that because of his age, that window of opportunity was just about closed. And so obviously as a mom, I was mortified. As an educator who works in special education, I just couldn't believe that this was happening to my son. I couldn't believe this was happening to my family. Because at the end of the day, those particular skills that he needed it for a lifetime, and I did not do the right thing for my son to make sure that he had those things. So, my point is, guys, when you feel something is not right, when you feel like there is something else going on with your child and it's not being identified by the school district, please ask for an independent educational evaluation. It is your right as a parent under IDEA 300.502. You don't have to give an explanation for why you want it. You just need to let them know that you want it, and you don't feel like disclosing why you want it, and that's good enough. So please don't do what I did. Please don't let your child lose out really for a lifetime from my son because you failed to exercise your rights.